One time when I was 5 or 6, a teacher found a pair of shitty underwear in the bathroom and all the teachers had to line up their students to find out which kid needed to be sent home. My teacher literally went round the class putting her hand into our pants to make sure we had underwear on. I'm still pretty traumatized from feeling her crusty, dusty old woman hand in between my ass cheeks. Anyway, it got to the last kid in my class and my teacher put her hand in his ass, and when she pulled her arm out it was covered in shit. The kid was crying, so was the teacher. One student threw up and I caused a chain reaction and everyone was throwing. It was so gross. The vomit smell was there for weeks.
This one time when I was little, I thought I could talk to trees, because I had no friends, and I used to sit by them and say things, and one day I was talking to my tree friend called Kevin, and this girl went up to me and said, "Are you talking to that tree, freak?" And I started crying and hugged onto the tree, and while she was laughing one of the branches fell on the girl's head. Thanks, Kevin.
When I was in 7th grade, I met this girl in my bus and her name was Lexi. Well, me and Lexi got really close. My middle school was divided into 3 different schools, so me and Lexi went to the same school but a different section of our school, and we also took the same bus. Anyways, one day when I was walking to class through one of the schools, I saw this cute-ass guy and I asked her about him cause she went to school with him, and she told me that it was one of her friends. And that if I wanted her to mention me to him, well, of course I want you to mention me to him, bitch, I think he's cute. Well, he sent me a little note telling me I was cute or whatever, and then we kept sending notes to each other. But one day as I was walking through one of the schools to get to my class, I saw him with a group of friends and they all started laughing at me. I got really embarrassed and didn't know what was happening, so I went to see Lexi to ask her why he was laughing. She was the one passing our notes back and forth, and that's when I found out that that bitch was actually the one pretending to be him and was making fun of me at her school. I have not been the same since. OMG, 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 I did not expect my last 2 videos to blow up like that. But for all of you asking what happened afterwards, well, I let her be, and then when she got on the bus that afternoon and tried to sit next to me, I swung and started fighting the bitch. But since we were at school, mad teachers came and the bus driver came to stop the fight, so I couldn't use my full potential. After that I got suspended for 3 days for fighting, and she got suspended for a week for fighting and bullying. Like, what is 4 extra days gonna do? But she also was moved to another bus and she couldn't walk through my school. I haven't seen her since that year, and I am pretty sure the bitch moved, and then I just got made fun of by everybody. That's pretty much it, guys, but thank you for being so nice to me. It means the world to me, since even my friends made fun of me for this. LMAU. Okay, since I have nothing else to do, I'll tell you another story about my piece of shit of an ex and me being a pendeja for a year and 6 months. On a sunny Friday morning the last week of school, we came back to school from a band rehearsal, and this girl that he was really close friends with came up to me. Mind you, we had never talked since I didn't really like her, but I didn't want to be that girlfriend. Anyways, she told me that she needed to tell me something important, so I said okay and went with her. But I noticed that my boyfriend looked kinda pale, but I didn't think anything of it and just went to one of the stairs in our school so she could tell me. So this bitch is over here stuttering and shit, and I am like, what the fuck is this bitch trying to say? Well, she goes on to tell me that my boyfriend kept saying stuff about how he wanted to fuck her and some other shit, and how he had showed her some of my NUD3s and all of that. Mind you, she's
I woke up with a horrible fucking period and my bitch of a mom wouldn't let me stay home. I went to school and I was in third period. I could feel that I needed to change my tampon. I asked my ugly ass teacher if I could go to the bathroom and that whore said no, so I screamed I am bleeding out of my fucking vagina. This bitch had the nerve to still not let me go. I was like, you know what, fuck it. So I grabbed my tampon and got in her face with it and said, I am either gonna change my tampon right here, you're gonna let me go to the bathroom. This bitch hit me across the face and said, go sit down. So at that point I was so pissed I almost beat the fuck out of her, but I didn't want to get blood all over my new pants, so I just went to the bathroom. That crazy bitch started chasing me. That didn't stop me from going in the stall and doing my business. The bitch eventually called security and they brought me to the office. I told them everything that happened and the class backed up my story. The bitch was fired and my mom sued that ugly fat bitch ass whore for hitting me and denying me my human right. 2 months later she was sent to jail for killing her husband and newborn baby. Holy shit, your school was crazy.
I was 16 and my boyfriend at the time, and I decided to get a hotel room and Netflix and chill, and so I told my mom I was at my friend's house for the night. I had been feeling really weird, but I was thinking maybe I was just scared for the night, so I didn't think much of it. I got to the hotel and me and my boyfriend did some things, and then we went to get some food and my stomach was hurting really bad, and I told him I had been feeling weird the last couple days, and he took me back to the hotel and we laid down to go to sleep, but about an hour later I woke up and I was bleeding from my cat and I was like, what the fuck, my period ended last week. I woke up my boyfriend and ran to the bathroom and he asked if I wanted him to call my mom, and I said no because I was supposed to be at a friend's house. As soon as I got to the bathroom I started throwing up uncontrollably, so my boyfriend got my jacket and the empty bag the food came in and gave it to me and picked me up and took me to the hospital. Since I was a minor I had to have an adult come to sign papers, so my boyfriend called my mom and she was pissed, but she was there in about 5 minutes and she signed the papers and talked to the doctors, and then I got taken into surgery. The doctor explained that it was a tampon in my stomach and I remembered I forgot to take it out when my period ended and it was in my cat for like 3 days, and then when me and my boyfriend did, you know what, he pushed it further in me. LOL girl, I feel so bad for you, laughing my fucking ass off. This art teacher and everyone hated her. She was the biggest bitch, like she was literally so mean and strict, and for what? What was the reason? Anyways, one day she was really testing my limits and she had the motherfucking audacity to rip up and throw away a project I worked on for a week because she said it quote unquote wasn't good enough and that I never even try in her class. Even though I worked so hard on it and I did the best I could. I was mad at her for saying I didn't ever try and that my work wasn't good enough for her, so I was thinking to myself, shut your bubble gum, dumb skin tone chicken bone Google Chrome no homo flip phone disowned ice cream cone garden gnome extra chromosome metronome dimidome genome full blown monochrome student blown Indiana Jones overgrown Flintstone X and Y chromosome friend zone Sylvester Stallone Sierra Leone AutoZone friend zone professionally seen silver patron big headed ass up, and out of anger I grabbed my backpack and said no, I am gonna leave my way or the highway, and I stormed out of that ugly bitch's class and flipped her off on the way out. I deadass ran out of the school and walked all the way home since I lived close to the school. My mom asked me why I was home early and I told her what happened, and
one time in 7th grade, one was walking home from school and I noticed a guy in a black truck following me. He was going really slow behind me and I was close to home, like I was in the neighborhood, so I didn't want to lead him to my house and took a different route. He yelled something at me, but I ain't no dumb bitch, I seen the movies and I ain't about to be snatched. I kept walking and pretended to be on the phone. It was getting dark and I didn't want to be out in the dark with some creepy ass man following me, and I couldn't go home cause I didn't want him to know where I lived. I ran up to some random house and rang the doorbell, but nobody answered. I am getting scared at this point. Then the guy in the truck gets out, and this is fucking crazy, y'all, like I shit you not, I never would have expected this to happen to me. I carry pepper spray in my backpack in case of stuff like this, but never expected to use it. I got the pepper spray out and hid it behind my backpack in case of stuff like this, but never expected to use it. I got the pepper spray out and hid it behind my back as he was walking over. I am literally trembling and this grown-ass man asks if I need a ride home. I said no, BC mama didn't raise no dumb bitch, I ain't about to get into some random guy's car. All of the sudden he grabs my arm and starts pulling me towards the car. I know this sounds fucking fake like every movie or some shit, but I was losing my fucking mind. I pepper sprayed him in the face and then punched him in the face. I kicked his tiny dick and he fell down. I ran away as fast as I could, and when I looked back he was still on the ground. Bitch, I ran home like the fucking Flash. When I got home I told my mom, but she did believe me. At least I got to use my pepper spray.
So when I was little, My mom took me and my brother to the local pool. I was 12, he was 4. So while my mom and I sunbathed, he played in the kiddie pool. When all of a sudden he comes up to us and says, "Mommy, I gotta go pee-pee." And instead of taking him to the bathroom, my mom said, "Go pee-pee in the pool." Shame on you, Carolyn. We continued to lay out in the sun until all of a sudden we hear everyone scream, "Oh my God, some kid's peeing in the kiddie pool." Torian didn't understand, and he went over to the kiddie pool, pulled down his pants, and pee-peed like he was peeing in the toilet. But my mom is clever, and she pretended like she didn't know whose kid it was, and we never went back to that pool again.
In ninth grade I was in English class and we were reading To Kill a Mockingbird and I was sitting next to my best friends, who were black, and my white teacher chose me to read a section from the book. I saw that it said the N-word. I was white, so I didn't say it and the teacher was like, "Why did you stop reading?" And I was really confused. So I said, "Because I don't feel comfortable saying that word," and she told me it was okay since it was only part of the book. I told her again that I didn't feel comfortable and she told me to say it and I shouted no and then me and my friends walked out of class. She got fired the next week, lol.
One day when I was 7, me and my friend were riding our bikes around the neighborhood. As we were about to take a break and get off our bikes, this boomer pulls up next to us and rolls down our window. Our dumbass selves decided to talk to the lady. The lady told us her cat went missing and asked to help look for it. She offered to put our bikes in her trunk and go with her to look around. I said no cause I have at least 2 brain cells left, but my dumb bucket friend said sure and proceeded to put her bike in the trunk. As she got in the car, the lady locked the doors and yeeted away. I went zooming home. I did not tell anyone because I hated that bitch, lol. Anyway, she went missing for a few days and I haven't talked to her since. I don't regret it though.
One time in 7th grade my music teacher told my class he had a tasty treat waiting for us. I was hoping it was cookies or some kind of food related thing cause your bitch gotta eat. He took us into his classroom then proceeds to unzip his pantaloons. Dude deadass whips his 2-inch ding dong ping pong schlong not very long made in Hong Kong but shipping gone very wrong out in front of us traumatized children to give it a quick scratchy. As a music teacher, he asked if anyone wanted to play his special little instrument, but obviously ain't nobody finna touch that baby shrimp. He did a little giggle wiggle jiggle dance while his ramen noodle looking wee wee was exposed and played his cello encouraging requests. We tried to tell the principal but bitch didn't believe us and he still works there. Legend has it he gives that treat to every class now, lucky bastard. I swear to God if I go back to school I am literally going to fucking run away. Like I do not want to go back to that crusty musty stinky itchy bitchy dumb bum nose ring looking crumb of a bitch school. I was literally miserable every fucking day. I had to sit through 7 classes with pillowcase looking ass teachers. I cannot stand them and my stanky ass classmates that smell like rad. Like bitch put on some deodorant. I will literally buy you some, you fucking stank ass hoes. Y'all be smelling like 3-day-old moldy ass bread that was sharded on by Nessa. Bitch no one wants to smell your dirty ass armpits be smelling like BO. And bitch I don't want to go back because then there's going to be bitches that don't wear their masks. Like bitch I don't want to get sick. Wear your fucking masks. When I was 7 I was forced to go visit my bitch-ass grandparents who are homophobic Trump supporters pieces of shits. When I got there, they would give me the nastiest looks but when my parents were around I was like a kebab. So yummy and smooth to kiss like bitch the fuck you smell like SeaWorld. Anyways, my grandpa started talking about how if I keep acting how I do he would tell my parents to ship me off to the White House. I got up from the table and threw my soda all over his face. Everyone at the table started to yell at me but my cold-hearted self started to die of laughter. He got up to go to the downstairs bathroom but I forgot I had left my shoes by the staircase. Before I could even make it to the stairs we all heard a big bang and it was my grandpa rolling down the stairs like a Raleigh fucking Polly. He was rushed to the hospital and is still in a coma to this day. Don't fuck with an anti-Trump supporter. Just like Gary once said, one less problem. Fuck Trump. One night during a sleepover me and my friend Alexis were watching Stranger Things. Obviously my honey boo Noah Schnapp was on there. And so this bitch Alexis decided to argue with me that he's hers. Like listen here you full on fat Alexa and Katie built like a bodied orange sack of nuts. Sid from Ice Age fucked up crookie rookie teeth chim chum Krabby Patty built like SpongeBob's. Spatula talking about some 1,800,580. You look stupid, and 5 you smell like the chum bucket wit. Yo wacky doo-doo farts, and yo build like a hamster. Damn TV you clinking, clanking, clattering collection of collagenous piece of small rat droppings that I know you eat on a daily. Noah is mine, bitch. This is for Trump, you big fat fucking orange piece of shit. You're only deleting this app because we have too much power. Fuck you. TikTok was the only app that so many people went to for mental health issues, and I've learned countless things on TikTok. This isn't a privacy issue either, because fucking Instagram and Facebook take more data than TikTok. Remember when Facebook got caught having the camera on your phone constantly open? How about when Facebook was under fire because it was listening to you for ads? Fuck you, you fat fucking cantaloupe shaped face ass. Banning TikTok will make things worse, period. There's a pandemic going on and you have the time to delete an app. Make it make sense, Chile. Anyways, I hope you lose. Wait, fat fucking cunt. Chile, let me fix my Louis Vuitton mask. Story time. So when I was in 8th grade, a girl walked up to me and said I was cute. 8 minutes later she came back up to me and asked if I wanted to go to her house. I said sure. Then she told me she had a boyfriend, and me being the little shit that I am, I said I didn't care. We started making out in her room and her boyfriend came over. He knocked on the door and said her name. I quickly put my shirt on and started acting gay. Right when he walked in, I faced the girl and started fake crying. I said, my boyfriend broke up with me yesterday. The girl's boyfriend came up to me and said it's okay bro, then he hugged me. Long story short, I actually turned gay and started dating her boyfriend. Okay, so this is my story. So one time at school I got a horrible stomach pain, like I felt like I was literally dying. So I told the teacher and she told me I was fine. Like, you freaking crusty old lump. No, I'm not. I'm literally crying and crouched over in pain, nearly screaming. And the whole class is staring at me. I felt so embarrassed. I threw up twice in the trash can, and the freaking musty, crusty, forever ugly, stupid biatch said I was fine. So in my next class I told the other teacher, and she said I looked horrible and pale, so she sent me to the nurse. Long story short, I ended up throwing up all over that freaking office and had to be picked up cause I had food poisoning. I didn't go to school for a week and the freaking teacher got fired a week later for student neglect. True story. I always watch porn and I think of my cousin while doing it. I watch videos that look like me and him so that I can picture it as us. He's so freaking sexy and I don't care if anyone thinks this is weird. It turns me on and makes me come, so it doesn't matter. Whore. Also, we always have sex whenever I go over his house and I don't tell anyone. He once ran a train on me with his friends. His best friend. And my other cousin. My aunt always suspects it, but we lie and said we don't. We got caught once by my cousin, but we straight blackmailed that hoe. She told me she had failing grades and lost her virginity and had sex with her college professor. So I used that against her. F that bitch. This is for Trump, you dirty, raggedy, trifling, nasty old diaper cowboy booty ass bitch. You really wanna ban TikTok, but you're turning a blind eye to a global pandemic going on, you fat turnip radish cantaloupe son of a bitch. I hope you realize that you're only doing this because TikTok made fun of your rally. Bitch, my mom's high school reunion had more people than your rally. Also, let me say this. You fat green onion spoiled potato looking like guacamole gone bad bitch. I hope you realize your Ivanka's sugar daddy bitch doesn't want to kiss you at all. I wonder if she complains about your Cheeto puff. Don't get me started on your Party City wig. Also, you're ugly as fuck. Abby Mallard is more attractive than you, SpongeBob Square bitch. And also, fuck all Trump supports, you musty pussy smelling like a whole spoiled cafeteria at a high school. Cheesy smelling ass dicks motherfuckers. With your Where the Wild Things acid, like, does any of your kids like you? I wonder why your other wives left your ugly half dead like Dracula ass Chile. Anyway, stump 2020 on a gravestone with Karen Bennett too. Also stream Move Ya Hips Red Heart. Guys, I am literally on the verge of murdering my sister. She is so fucking annoying. Can someone please adopt her stanky ass bitch ass obtuse rubbergus build like an Oompa Loompa nationwide is on your side hairline white suburban mom looking ass fake vegetarian head ass. I am literally begging you. This bitch really told my mom that she didn't wanna cut chicken because she was a vegetarian, but her fucking fat ass eats McDonald's every day. What the fuck? Are you just a fucking vegetarian at home, bitch? I will literally murder her if this video gets 1 like. Once my teacher was pregnant and 2 months before her due date she went into labor in the middle of class, so we were all rushed into the hallway but they couldn't get her out of the classroom, so she ended up having her baby in the classroom, but since it was premature it was weak and they weren't at a hospital, so it died in the classroom and we all saw the dead tiny baby being carried out of the classroom, and my teacher was so sad her baby died that she quit her job, and a month later we went into lockdown because turns out she broke into the school with a knife and tried stabbing people cause she sorta went insane with the grief of her baby dying, and now she's in jail. Girl, what in the shitty tit flip switch? I dated this one boy for 2 years. He broke up with me for my cousin. I was so mad and depressed after the breakup. That was the 6th time my cousin stole my man. I had to get revenge. She had the nerve to tell me that they were going to finally do it. Since O still had his apartment keys, I broke in and poked holes in all his condoms. Fast forward, she ended up getting pregnant and he left her. Her baby didn't make it though. I don't really care. Fuck that hoe. That's why her baby dead. What shoes he got on face with tears of joy. Hey guys, story time. When I was in kindergarten I was on the bus sitting next to this mean ass bitch. I don't remember her name. There was a girl behind us and she kept saying her stomach hurted and that she needed to poop. So me and the girl I was sitting next to, we straight ignored that bitch. So time flew by on the bus, and then I start smelling shit. Like literally disgusting, smelling like dog shit ass poop. So I look under the seat and I see this big ass pile of diarrhea poop. That shit stunk. I couldn't help myself and I kept looking under the seat to look at the poop. The girl next to me kept telling me to stop looking at it. Like, bitch, if you don't shut yo skin tone chicken bone Google Chrome no home flip phone disowned ice cream cone garden gnome extra chromosome metronome dimidome genome full blown monochrome student loan Indiana Jones overgrown Flintstone X and Y hormone friend zone Sylvester Stallone Sierra Leone AutoZone professionally seen silver patron head ass the fuck up, I'll beat your ass. Eventually someone came on the bus and picked up the poop.